here. This is my model, Victoria. Welcome her to the stage. So if you've been looking at my Instagram, you saw that I've been doing a little bit of prep on her. She has no skin on at all. And I just curled lashes a little bit and blocked her brows out, and I'll tell you how I did it. So welcome to Extreme Editorial Beauty. This is something that I'm really passionate about, something that I feel I do pretty well, and something that really helps me with backstage and doing more extreme makeups. So, you guys ready to see some makeup? Skin, for me, like a really good backstage skin, starts with preparation. I always do a little bit of exfoliation first, and what I love to use is the MAC Pink Wipes. Have anyone used these before? Super mild, super easy. And what I love about them, it really transforms the skin. So I'm taking one and doing a light exfoliation to the skin, especially under the eye area where there's a bit more dryness, around the nostrils. And really key for me, as I'm doing this light exfoliation just with the wipe, I'm actually feeling the bone structure under the skin and determining where I'm going to place my product, where the highlight's going, where the contour is going. So that's really key for me. So I'm feeling the cheekbone here, the socket of the eyes, around the nostrils, and also feeling the texture. So it's a little dry around the nostrils, so I'm just working a little bit more here. How many people have used Fix Plus before? Oh my God, everybody. All right, great. So I love Fix Plus because this is really a hydrating water. And what I like to do is I mix Fix Plus with also the Marine Bright softening lotion. How many people have used that? If you want flawless, supple, plump skin, it's going to be these two mixed together. And I put my special mix with a little bit of essential oil, all in one container. By the way, all my plastic containers are from Muji. How many people have used the Muji containers? Really good. All right, here we go. So, first thing for skin, after exfoliation, is this. Then a little bit of, and what this is the Mineralized Charged Water Gel Moisturizer. I use really one moisturizer for all skin types. Mature, dry, oily, everything. What I love about this moisturizer is that it dries, it tightens and firms the skin. And you get a beautiful, almost glassy, polished-like finish that you get with no other moisturizer, even oil. What I love about this too is that it helps to keep the makeup in place. The number 109 brush, and I'm gonna stipple. Tap, tap, tap. Don't forget the ears, don't forget the neck and chest. So the reason for tapping is, I worked with a client, an actress actually, a few years ago, and I had applied foundation on her. And I realized after applying the foundation that the foundation was starting to pill as I kept applying it. And I'm thinking in my head, is it something I'm doing wrong? Is it the foundation? And I realized her skin might have been resurfaced. And when that happens, it's like trying to do foundation on a piece of glass. It just keeps rolling. It doesn't stick to the skin because the skin is so polished. So I found that from that point in my makeup career, all I do is stipple. I never, ever pull the brush. So tap, tap, tap. And for me, I like the Fast Response Eye Cream. What's great about this one is it has caffeine in it, so it helps with the blood flow around the eye and darkness, but it also does not run makeup. Many times a client will say, waterproof mascara doesn't stay on me, nothing waterproof stays on. I'll ask what moisturizer or what eye cream they're using. So I like to use something that's quite mattifying, so I love the Fast Response Eye Cream. All right, so let's do foundation. So my two favorite backstage foundations are, lately it's gonna be the Studio Fix Concealer. How many people have tried this? Comes in 33 shades. As a makeup artist, if you wanna start your kit off with something that you can use as concealer and foundation, it's this. And what I love about it is you can carry many, many colors because it's so tiny and you don't have to mix in packaging. And I love that MAC made this in plastic. So for me, when I travel the world, I always worry about glass in my kit. And because it's plastic, thank you, MAC. All right. So one thing that's not plastic that I do carry in my kit is a Studio Water Weight Foundation. How many people have used this? So this is perfect for that beautiful editorial, undetectable alien skin, which we're going to do today. So this is NC35, and it comes in a really cool dropper. It's almost like this is a treatment than just a foundation. Taking a little bit of the product, and we're just going to tap. So we're going just a little bit warmer on her skin. And I want to create, how many here watch RuPaul's Drag Race? I'm obsessed. So you know when you see the queens with that spotlight that they've created in the center? I love doing that. So that's why I put a deeper shade all the way around, and I'm going back with the NC20. So this is about 2 shades lighter, and just right in the center to create, all the way up for me, that light spot. So it's that much lighter, taking the excess off the brush, and then we're just going to blend. So I love the 109 because I feel like I can work really fast with it. So I know some people use a brush that's more pointy, but I think because this is flat, I feel like it's dotting, almost like airbrushing it onto the skin. We're going to go with, this is now NW20, so a little bit pinker, and it's the Studio Fix Concealer. And we're just going to dot right under the eyes and blend it out. So for this, I like using a really soft brush all the way up. So we're going to create a light spot here, a light spot here, and just around. So again, just to really brighten that center area. So you're seeing that light spot come through. Just turn a little that way, and then back this way. We're going to blend underneath. So one factor that I like to do backstage, you see how she has, look all the way up for me, this a little bit of redness or irritation around the eye? I love that. I don't want to bring the concealer all the way up under the lashes because I want there, with this much coverage, I want there to be something that looks real and almost a little bit, almost like an irritation of the skin. So I love that it looks dark and a little bit moody under the eyes. So with creating looks backstage for Fashion Week, it really is about creating moods. It's storytelling. It's storytelling through makeup, and that's what I do. All right, so this is my paint stick palette from MAC Pro. So the brush that I like to use for contouring is a 168 because it's angled. If I want a sharp edge, I can always pinch it. And I like using these sort of brown, so this is brown paint stick is what I'm using here. Tapping right at the root of the hairline. Turn this way for me. Same here. Again with the 168 brush. And just really making it almost as dark as the hair. And then as I'm curving it around, I'm doing a little bit of a slight curve. Very RuPaul's Drag Race. By doing the cheek, wrapping it, and really just carving the smile right into the face. So permanently she has this sort of, do this for me. So same thing here. Blending with the cream. This is the brown paint stick, 168 brush. Wrapping, 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 and curving up. And also the pressure of the brush is really heavy here, and as I'm bringing it further here, it's a super light touch, and then it just disappears. All right, turn this way for me. So it's really important to step back and take a look just to make sure that it's even. Turn again. We can use a little more here. Super easy to do it with the cream. All right, and I love also hollowing out the temple. So right here on the sides, turn that way for me. So by doing this, you automatically get this caved in look that makes the cheekbone look even more bony. And I love that. So again, just tapping here and blending up to the hairline, adding it little by little, just building. We could even go back with the tip of this brush and just do the roots by the hairline. So she gets this beautiful sort of halo that will help to recreate that light spot that we added in the center by darkening the edge. So we're just blending this out. How are you doing, Victoria? Good. So I was telling her that part of what's really important when choosing a model, when creating a look, is choosing the right model. And I told Victoria that my request for her was alien-like, pointy cheekbones, full mouth, I said, really pronounced eye socket, and no eyebrows. Let's, while we have it here, go in with the number 224 brush, and let's hollow out the socket of the eye. So right in here, all with creams. I love this brush. How many people have this crease brush? So good, so good. All right, so I'm creating a dark, moody spot right here on the inner corner, then blending it out so it just disappears and diffuses. Doing a little bit of nose contour, just bringing it down. Right in the socket. Turn that way for me. Good. I always like to look at the side and really, really emphasize that darkness. Oh yeah, it's looking really good. Turn back this way. So just hollowing everything out. Chiseled. All right. Let's step back. Looking really good. While she's there, how many people have this brush, the 219, the pencil brush? Really good for smoking out an eye. It's the perfect width for doing a smoke. Look all the way up. Dotting in the outer corner. So just really making a blob, I did say blob, a blob of color. Taking the excess off on a clean tissue. And now on the inner corner, making a really dark feeling. Dotting, 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 all with the cream. So basically, this is my base. So she's looking really amazing. Let me tell you a couple of my secrets right now. So to make the eye look giant and open and popped the way you see it, I used a little bit of NC42 Pencil. How many people have tried these nude pencils from MAC? Amazing, and especially if you're doing, you know the white liner that you would use for fair skin? No one really has a nude pencil for deeper skin tone, but we do. So this is something that you would use to brighten the eye without having it look like ghostly. So for her, I want her to look a bit more alien, so it's more of a darker tone. This is NC42, and you can see that it's in the waterline. It's just eliminating any pink in the waterline, so it looks almost robotic or artificial. And let's talk about mascara, since we're around the eye. So I curled her lashes, and I want to show you that. How many people use a small lash curler? How many use a large? How many people give the model the lash curler to use? Okay, a few people. So for me, I love doing one main curl with the big lash curler first, and then I like going back and really fine-tuning certain areas. If I want the look to be more cute, I'm curling the center so it's straight up. If I want it to look more sexy, I'm really curling the outer edge so it looks more flirty. But I love using these two. And yes, MAC no longer makes this, so if there's something that you love, get it. This one is discontinued. It's a gold one. I have a black one too, but it's my favorite. I'm like holding on to it. I know you have your favorite MAC stuff too. All right, so extended play mascara is my #1. If you have straight lashes, sometimes you curl someone's lashes, you put mascara on, and all of a sudden it gets super straight. It's a problem, right? Because you feel like, okay, now I'm just gonna put a lash on. This won't happen with this mascara. Extended play is like hairspray for eyelashes. So I've curled her, We did one coat, and I'm going back and just giving her a little bit more right at the root. We have a collection called Art Library, which are a series of palettes, but MAC finally has upgraded their lash game. So we have some new lashes. Today I'm using number 76 on her, and I've already customized them to her. So I've cut them into small pieces. You know, prepping is really important. What I did before coming out here in the class, is actually take the lash, put glue on it, and put it back on the case so it's already tacky, so that you're not sitting here waiting for paint to dry as you're watching me apply this. So it makes a really good contact. If I know my client is going to perform or dance or go on the red carpet, I'll even take a skinny brush and do a line of glue on her skin before applying the lash, and it is like you could almost swim in it. All right, let's look at it. Just dreamy, right? She's looking really good. Yeah. Let's talk about those brows. So how many people have used acrylic paint before? A few. I'm going to change your lives today. So acrylic paint comes in many, many colors. It's a great way to customize a shadow for your client. But this you can actually put through an airbrush gun and paint an entire body with it. What's great about acrylic paint is that the body can move and it will not crease. It lasts for a long time, so it's almost elastic-like. It's amazing for eyelids. Many times backstage, I use this as a base, and just before the model walks out, I put even lip gloss on top of the eyes. It does not break this down. For you to take this off, you have to use airbrush cleanser. I carry airbrush cleanser in my kit because after I've applied it on the model, she can't go home and take this off with oil. But it means this is really, it's swimmable, like this stays in place. But you can customize any color, which is amazing. And for me, I feel with fashion, if you can create your own color, you can create your own trend, and you can start the trends. So as a key artist backstage in the world of fashion, that's what I love to do, because I feel like I create something that nobody else has, including eyebrows and eyelashes, right? But it starts right here with a really good product. Back to the tip on the brows. So if somebody has dark brows and you want to brighten them without gluing the brow down to conceal them, you can take a little bit of the white acrylic paint on the spoolie brush, and you're just going to brush it through her hair. Let's use one of these Art Library palettes. And I think for her, let's use the one with the most fire. So this one is called Flame Buoyance. And I love it because of all these sort of reddish, bronzy tones. We're going to go in here with the 224 brush, and we're just going to pop some bronzy color right on the inner corner. So there's a little bit of fire happening within that brown. So it's this and this. And look straight. Isn't that amazing? Just right on top of the brown, just setting it. Same here. Tap, tap, tap. And you just keep tapping with the brush until you get the desired amount. I want to step back to look at it. Did I surprise you?
Oh, no,
all right. So it's nice because I feel like you could see it in the audience. Can you see it, Jake? Okay, good. I'm doing a little bit of a wrap and a tap right here. Looking really beautiful. All right, let's look at this. Looking good. While we have it, same palette, let's get a little bit of that same color. Look up for me. And let's just put some of that red right in here. It's looking really good. The color, the shape. Straight ahead again. All right, same thing. This color is amazing on deep skin also. If you know MAC, MAC is about pigment. And these pigments, these colors are intense, so whether you're fair or dark, it will work for you. Yeah, I use this palette backstage at Yaz Bookie in Paris, and any model can sit in front of you, and it works. My first highlighter that I'm using the number, this one is 159S brush, so synthetic. This is called Whisper of Gilt. How many people have this color already? Love it, right? I'm holding on to mine. This was from holiday this last season, but they have it for you here today. And wait till you see what this looks like. For this, turn this way. And we're just going to do a little swoosh right on top of the cheekbones. For me, because I'm making her an alien today, we're doing even a little bit right here on the temple. So bringing back shine strategically where we want it, right on top of that white eyebrow. I love the Hyperreal Glow palette. The color that I love to use that looks really icy and futuristic is called Get Lit. So it's this pinky lavender highlight. We're going to do that right in the center. And it photographs like a holographic My Little Pony 3D. Just turn slowly that way and look at the bridge of the nose. So you get this beautiful sort of rosy, icy highlight that happens. I've done this really big line that I'm just going over now with the lipstick. I'm going to get a lipstick brush. And for me, anything could be a lipstick brush. Whether it's a 211 or an actual lipstick brush. We'll use the actual one, which is a 316. And again, this color is called My Tweety. And we're going to go right over the edge of the line. So you could see just a little bit of that gray, ashy lip pencil that's looking more cold. What I love about this is you can use the acrylic paint as the base, and you can use the yellow from the palette to set it. But we're going to have fun with this. And this is my new favorite brush from MAC. It's called the 221S. Isn't it amazing? Crease, lining, everything. And I'm so obsessed that I was in the MAC store the other day. Look at me. 3. Because I love it so much. And I think I need 3 more, because I feel like you can use it for everything. So watch what this brush does. So acrylic paint. So look at the power of acrylic paint, how intense this color is. So I'm going to do a more organic shape where there's not much structure. Keep close for me. And you can dot over it and get a little bit more coverage. Let's get our gloss on. So we're using Grand Illusion. This one is called Let's Rock. And I don't carry a lot of these colors in my kit, but this one is really special, and you will see why. And open. Yeah, your mouth, sorry, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. And just turn that way. Just look at this color. How beautiful is that? So I'll tell you what it's called. Let's Rock. So we're going right over that nude lip, that nude powder kiss, with this beautiful sort of holographic, warm shade, and just lightly. I mean, part of this is when you see what she's wearing, the makeup needs to project, right? So let's take a look at the eyes. They're looking really good. I told you before that I was going to go back and show you this crazy highlight. So we're going back again with the number, this one is 159S. And I'm going to use this beautiful gold in here. And turn that way. And it's right on top. Just really hitting the high points. Turn slowly this way. Amazing, right? It's this gold. So imagine this bronzy one in a deeper skin tone. Really good, right? Amazing. I love this. Can I say she's lit? Right? So of course, I'll tell you, this is created on lace. And I was up last night until 2 o'clock gluing these just for you guys. You saw that I posted them on Instagram. Maybe I posted it last night also when it was like 2 o'clock. So I just need scissors. And listen, for me, it's about innovation. It's about, as an artist, creating something that no one else has, something that sets you aside from another artist. And this is one thing that I just really am passionate about and love to do, because it finishes a look. And just funny, I finished a photo shoot on Friday with the same designer, Kaiman, and she actually moved the photo shoot for my schedule. So I really love working with her and love her for that. And her name is Kaiman, K-A-I-M-I-N. And I want you guys to look her up. You will see some amazing innovation, futuristic. And what's amazing about preparing this ahead of time is you do it in seconds. And the photographer is like, oh, you're going to change her look? Oh, yeah, it takes 1 second. Can you imagine trying to glue these one by one and also trying to keep it symmetrical? That's really tricky. So, especially when it's an editorial and you're doing a very, very quick change. So I'm using that new Duo glue, just a little dot. And we're almost there. Oh my goodness, it's drying so fast. I love it. I love it. All right. Here we go. So, you ready? So let's start the first one here. Any look that I create, I actually know what it's going to look like before I get to the job. I'm planning all this in my head, and if I didn't plan this way, I couldn't do all of this in such a short amount of time. So being prepared, staying up till 2 o'clock, planning really, really helps. It's very comfortable to wear. It's like a casual sweater. So what do you guys think? Do you feel you learned one new thing today, one new tip, one new step? Yeah? Preparation is everything. So while I was conveniently at the designer's showroom on on Thursday, I said, oh, can I borrow that for our presentation? And she said yes.